All right, you need a helium tank for decorations for your post-homecoming party. You can buy one from Party City for $50, but you also need to purchase balloons, which cost 15 cents each. So I can right away tell that I'm gonna have to name balloons and helium tank.
I don't have my own salamander.
Okay. You want 4 bunches, so you buy 4 weights, which cost $4 or $2 each. How many balloons can you afford if you budgeted $64 for decorations? So define a variable. So we're going to have to define a variable. Let's look at what they're asking. How many balloons? So let's make our variable b. B equals the number of balloons. Got it? That's naming the variable. Write an equation. All right, well, let's come up with an equation. It says you can buy a helium tank for $50, but you also need to purchase balloons, which cost 15 cents each. So I'm going to have to do 15 times B, right? Because each balloon is 15 cents. I'm sorry, 0.15 times B, right? Because cents, 0.15. You want 4 bunches, so you buy 4 weights. This is a little bit of a trick here. You don't really have to consider 4 bunches. That doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter how many are in each. You're just going to divide it by 4 whenever you decide how many balloons you get. But the reason that was important because you have 4 weights, which cost $2 each. So this is plus 8, right? 4 times 2 is 8. And plus $50, because $50 is how much the helium tank costs.
Wait, so it would be $2
so far I've applied to Lewis, North
$2
Central.
for each weight. So this was 2 times 4. I guess I could write 2 times 4 here.
Is Purdue like the dream?
2 times 4,
People say that's their dream school.
right?
Yeah, right now
So
Lewis
this is the amount of money it costs for the balloons themselves. This is the amount of money it costs for the weights. This is the amount of money it costs for the helium tank. And what's the total amount that I have
Yeah, I think you will, considering you're in Calc AB.
to spend? $64.
Just a couple, right?
Make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out what the answer to B is. So this means I could write it like this. 0.15B plus 58 equals 64. That's probably the cleanest equation. So that's my equation. Got it? And now I'm going to solve it. How do I solve this equation?
That's really smart.
Subtract 58, which gives me 6. 0.15b divide by 0.15. B equals whatever 6 divided by 0.15 is, which equals exactly 40. And how nice, because that's divisible by 4. Now let's talk about if it had said, I know it didn't, but what if B was 38.5, let's say? Then what would you say about the number of balloons you could buy?
Round it down.
You have to round it down because you can't buy half a balloon.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's just something to think about as well. But it didn't. This was a simple, nice problem. So you have 40 as your answer. 40 balloons, always write out the units to 40 balloons.